3 ways to break through your self-imposed limits. 1. Choose your challenge. You might think believing that you actually can do something would be the first step to overcoming your self-imposed limits. However, I think belief actually comes after you've made the commitment and once you've started working toward the challenge. Make the decision to tackle a challenge that scares you, and get it on your calendar. The challenge you choose can be physical, emotional, spiritual, or it can be based on a work or art project as well. It really doesn't matter. Just make it something that you have stayed away from due to fear or self-imposed limits. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen if you take on this challenge? Chances are, you're not going to die, smiley face. Dig deep to figure out what your real fear is about conquering the challenge. This exercise will reveal the truth about your fear, if you're completely honest with yourself. Having trouble coming up with a challenge to take on. I love how Stephen Pressfield, author of The War of Art, says the more afraid you are of something, the more resistance you will feel. And by the way, that's the direction you should be going in. Wow! Quite powerful, isn't it? 2. Prepare for your challenge. It would be foolish to commit to a challenge and not prepare yourself for it. The less you prepare, the more pain you are going to feel, and that perpetuates fear. Preparation fosters confidence. Most likely you will find that much of your fear will dissipate the more you prepare for your challenge. Prior to our backroads trip, I went shopping with my mom to help her buy the right shoes. From her house, she mapped out about a 3-mile walking route. She didn't start her training with 3 miles, but she eventually built up to that distance and beyond prior to our trip. She started small and committed to training for the challenge at least 3 days a week to get ready for the actual event. Even though the trip was much more grueling than what she had anticipated, 7 to 8 miles per day, she was confident about tackling the challenge prior to it taking place. During the 6 days of walking and hiking through Provence and Spain, she was able to keep up with the group and did extremely well. The sense of accomplishment that the experience instilled in her was something we both will never forget. It was literally life-changing. Preparation is critical. It will give you the confidence you need to break through when get into your challenge. 3. Enlist support for your challenge. Enlisting support not only helps to keep you accountable and on track toward your challenge, it makes the process more enjoyable. Whether you enter into a new challenge with others or go it alone, it's a great idea to enlist support. Find a coach or accountability partner, get your own spouse or partner involved, or even find a support group through social media. An important part of following through with the challenge you've committed to is making sure you have people around you to share your experiences with along the way. If you try to go it alone without any support, it's much easier to create and succumb to those old self-imposed limits. Find family members, friends, or social connections to share your challenge with. Final thoughts. Witnessing my own mom go through the series of steps in this post motivated me to start challenging myself more. I'm excited to uncover challenges that can help me break through my own limitations. Breaking through self-imposed limits begins with defining what scares you the most and deliberately choosing a challenge that addresses your fears. Remember, there is no one and nothing holding you back but yourself. Without choosing and accomplishing new challenges, there can be no personal or professional growth.